Hi, my name is Darren from HJ.tax. So today I want to talk about moving from a high tax state like New York to a low tax or zero tax state, at least zero income tax. It's not no tax. It's no income tax. So anyway, to a no income tax state like Florida, or why not move offshore to a jurisdiction like Dubai? So let's talk about that now. And so let me provide some context. This was born of a conversation that I was having with someone, within probably a couple of days or two ago. They were considering moving from New York to Florida. There's nothing new. That's not groundbreaking news. That obviously has been happening a lot. And we've written a lot about it on our website, hj.tax, where we have over 2,000 articles, and we've spoken about it on our videos. We've done over 1,000 videos. So it's come up many times. People moving from California down to Texas and Nevada, or from New York down to Florida. That's old news. But yeah, you can save on state taxes. New York probably tops off at around 10.9%. So obviously you're going to save that, which, every penny counts. That's not something to be, ignored. That is a huge saving. But I just threw into the conversation with the person, like, okay, you're looking at 10%. What about moving offshore? I mean, is the nature of your business such that you are truly location independent? If you don't need to be at the office in New York and you can work remotely, why not work completely remotely, like from a no tax jurisdiction like Dubai? I'm just throwing that out there, right? At the very least, you have Section 911. We've already spoken about the state tax. That's a winner. That goes away. But under Section 911, there's a foreign earned income exclusion. So the Form 2555, you can qualify for once you meet the requisite requirements. You can qualify for the.
So for 2022. It's the first $112,000 of your earned income. That's a maximum exclusion.
It's declared, but it's not taxable. It's on that Form 2555. You can qualify for that in one of two ways. The bona fide residence test or the physical presence test. The physical presence test, that's easier to understand. That's one everyone gets, so it's quantitative and it's relatively objective. So basically, you stay out of the U.S. And if it is that you're in U.S. airspace, you try to minimize that and not spend, let's say, more than 35 days in the U.S. And you just stay out of the U.S. For the rest of the year. And in any 12-month period, once you don't cross the number of days in U.S. soil, you're fine. And you get that benefit. There's the bona fide residence test. That is more subjective and qualitative. So it's not based on a days count per se, but it's almost like a center of life test. Like, where's your center of economic activity? Where's your family? And there's some questions on Form 2555 that seek to elicit that. But bottom line, it once you qualify on a calendar year period, then yeah, you could get that benefit as well. And that's a decent benefit. That's at least 112,000. So it's not something to be ignored. And then there's also housing deduction. So the government gives you an allowance for the housing expenses that you would incur when you're working outside of the U.S. So they publish a table in the instructions to the 2555. They publish that, and it moves. I guess they do the calculations and they change it periodically. But it could be as low as, so the allowance could be as low as about 43K, so 43,000 for Lisbon, Portugal, or as high as 100,000 for Geneva in Switzerland, or Singapore is like 82,000. So when you add that to the actual earned income exclusion and you add that to your standard deduction, it could be quite an attractive amount depending on where you live, right? So if it's something to consider. It is definitely something to consider, making that shift to offshore once you've established a truly location independent business model, whether you're an independent contractor or just a remote worker. If you want to talk more about moving offshore from the US or from the UK or Canada, I know we spoke more about the US, but obviously there are benefits moving offshore from the UK or Canada, the high tax jurisdictions. Happy to talk. HJ.tax. Again, we have over 2,000 articles, over 1,000 videos, and we'd be happy to engage you in a consult to understand your situation a little bit better and see whether this could be the right move for you. Thank you.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.